can tell anything you want. Yes, go ahead.
So Swamiji, I actually came to pass a comment, so I'm glad you shared that. So we have my wife.
Amitabh, I do have little powers, so I can read. Come on, go ahead.
So my wife's nephew is here. Can you wave? And Swamiji, ever since he's come into this place, he started materializing. He started doing blindfold reading as soon as you initiated, like the next second, perfectly. He could see what questions people have written underneath it, putting in their pockets. He could read it perfectly. Now, 99.9% of the time that he's here, he's playing video games or watching YouTube videos of, Shah Rukh Khan and, Katrina Kaif, and, he's enjoying himself here. That one time I got angry and took away the phone or the tab from him. You said that let him play the video game. Anyone wants to play, give it back to you. You started falling asleep, I gave it back. I was like, watch a movie, no problem. So Swamiji, I guess my comment is that...
when the power manifestation evolves, he will lose taste over those silly fellows. See, I'm not against them. He will understand what they are showing as them is only a skin deep. If he starts reading their mind, he will never watch them. They are all completely depressed. I'm telling you. If you enjoy them too much, you will grasp their depression. Now, when he starts, now only he started manifesting. Now.
Yeah.
So the powers is manifesting. The powers will become powerful cognition in next few weeks. Then he will lose taste over them. You will see, he will not see anything other than me. See, no, it is not pride. Please don't understand. See, it is all about your depth. If your depth is only about a superficial, this fair and lovely game, you will enjoy those things. If your depth is wow, then you will enjoy only the deeper level beings. It's all about depth. His depth will start changing maybe in next 2-3 weeks. And suddenly he will lose taste over all of them. He will understand all of them are depressed. Screen is different. Depth of the being is different. You understand?
Yes.
His depth of being is increasing now. His frequency is increasing now. He is ferociously manifesting powers. Now, you will see suddenly all this you will find irrelevant and redundant. That takes few days. You will see suddenly all of them. He himself will lose taste for all of that.
And the inspiring thing
I
is
tell
that,
you, only if your tastes are superficial, you will be enjoying that Mickey Mouse, Tom and Jerry, all those things. All these things. When you start developing the depth, only Hanuman, that Ramayana, Mahabharata, those things you will start enjoying. They try to claim ours is myth, but I will prove they are the myth. Theirs is the fairy tale. The depth increases the taste of what you enjoy. His depth will increase now, change now. Then his taste will start changing. Until then, don't disturb him. Don't make him feel that something has been snatched from him. Let him enjoy. He will start deleting one day. Stupid fellow, what is there? Too shallow. Really, things will look too shallow for him. And he will start feeling all of them are irrelevant, redundant.
And the inspiring thing, Swamiji, is the doctor said that he's got ADHD outside, and he was moving from school to school to school because not able to stay in one school.
So fundamentally, doctors have... See, I don't know, just recently that a founder of ADHD, during the death, he confessed ADHD is a hoax. You have not read? No, read that. Can you just Google and give that article? See, founder of the ADHD, he said the whole ADHD is a cooked up hoax disease. He cooked it up because the Psychiatric Association wanted to market something. The whole ADHD is a hoax.
Oh my God. Okay.
False diagnosis. See, in US, if you have seen the pharmaceutical company ads, if you have chest pain or you think you may have chest pain, if you have knee pain and you think you may have knee pain, If you walk too fast and have a little sweating or may have a little more sweating, please check your doctor for ADHD. Few months before, suddenly the Psychiatry Association, they come and declare around 170 disorders, literally making the whole world their patients. Like how I come out every day and declare new powers. They come out and declare new diseases to propagate their business. Understand? In my vision, I want everyone to be powerful. In their vision, they want everyone to be sick. See, in deathbed he confessed. It's a deathbed confession. Ma, not even this article. There is one more article. Straight line. When he was the father of ADHD, when he was dying in the deathbed, he confessed. Confessed, saying that ADHD is a hoax. Please don't believe. I was forced to do that. See, you guys are all thoroughly cheated by the Western systems. And good that I am born in an Indian village. Otherwise, they would have put me into some ADHD. Because I used to be like that in the young age. You see, my mother used to tell, 2-3 ton weight cart, I will just turn it around. I was 3-year-old baby. And my mother told me, go and call your uncle. My uncle was sleeping on the cart. You know, in Indian villages, they will have a teakwood cart with that mosquito curtain frame, a very heavy artwork, with beautiful artworks they will have. It will be at least 2 ton teakwood, minimum 2 ton teakwood, double cart. I went and called, Mama, Mama, he did not respond. I just tumbled the cart. He got shaken. He looked around. Only I was standing. He thought some ghost has entered and started screaming, Bhuta, 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 and ran away. See, heavy power in the small body. God saved. I was from Indian village. Otherwise, in America, they would have put me in ADHD. Or some home, some remedy, some medicine. They would have put me in some sedation. All stupidity. The only thing he needs is power manifestation, not any medicine. If their parents will listen to you, tell them, stop all medical attention. Just let him do power manifestation.
Mother.
He will become all right. And don't believe doctors. It is. See, project the article. There is a confession video. So, just don't get cheated by the stupid luxuries. These are all stupid luxuries. Understand? Be an Indian villager. You will have so much of joy in the life. He will become all right. He has already become all right. There is nothing.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Hey, just do power manifestation, that's all. And you guys don't forcibly try to snatch away from him. He will drop it on his own. When his higher identity grows, he will feel all these are irrelevant and he will throw it. That's all. No, you don't snatch. You guys don't do that. Allow organic growth. Understand one thing. Let organic growth happen. See, even in you, ferociousness does not mean destroying you. Ferociousness means infusing intensity, but organically moving. Not creating conflicts. Not creating conflicts. Actually, ferociousness will never create conflict. It will only grow organically. Ferociousness is nothing but intense completion. It cannot create complication. Any of you, do not do anything unorganic. Allow ferociousness, but in a very organic way. Evolving with more and more understanding, more and more powerful cognitions, more and more power manifestation, more and more of organic way of building.
Good evening, Swamiji. Thanks for this time. So I thoroughly enjoy and have, I believe, successfully given and received healing through use of the hands, like with massage. Earlier, I was helping out one of participants with some knots in her back, and I was told not to do that. Can you
Please
talk to
understand.
that?
No. Understand one thing. It's the instruction for all of you. Do not get touched by any common low-level human energies, especially when you are going through this process. Permanently itself, if you avoid, it's good. See, you being successful outside with your clients is maybe different because maybe they are lower energy than you. But here, the huge work I am doing on them, you may be interfering with them, which is not required. Understand? Better to avoid here. That is one. Even in the regular life, any physical touch with the person who is not, if you are very sure the other person is in a higher consciousness, okay, it's good. Even if you have a doubt, better don't allow. Because that person's energy is going to enter into you. Why do you want to damage you? Yes. I will strongly recommend avoiding handshake. Hands are the way your energy is given or taken. That is why this blessing, to release. Understand? That is why when you come for receiving initiation, you are asked to raise your hand. Always, we have a beautiful thing, namaste. And nowadays there are tons of STDs gets transmitted even if there is a small scratch in the hands. Why do you want to take a risk? No, really. So better to avoid this handshake and come to this namaste thing. Energy wise, if you ask me, I will strongly recommend not to allow this handshake. It's even here if you see, only Rudras and Rudraganyas who are celibates are allowed to touch you while you are doing yoga. If they are married, even if they are yoga teachers, they are not allowed to touch your body, touch you. See, observe. Even if they are yogacharyas, if they are married, they are not allowed to touch you. Only the celibates are allowed to touch you and correct your postures while you are doing yoga. It's too important, especially when we are working on bioenergy. See, after we establish and you go, you may not need to follow these so many things so strictly and all that, but while we are working, it is required. For example, some of these powers, not some, almost all of these powers are diet free. I recommend not to take non-veg, so you will be healthy and all that. But even if you eat non-veg, the powers will not go away from you. Once it is established in biology. But while I am working, if you take non-veg, I will not be able to install it in the biology. It disturbs. During this 31 days, your diet has to be this. Because I am just like making it root in your system. When it is getting rooted, you need to be like almost like actually I don't even want you guys to go and stay outside, but because we don't have infrastructure, you are going and staying outside. Soon we will finish it, and I don't, because even sleeping and breathing in my breathing space has its own power. It has its own power, that energy field. So better to avoid.
Okay, thank you.
Swamiji, I was able to power manifest the rolling of the coconut, and also even rolling a pen and a water bottle on the hand of the partner. That was the only power that I was able to manifest. All the other powers are like on and off. Sometimes it manifests,
See,
sometimes.
that's what I'm saying.
What is the difference?
This
Swamiji?
on and off is nothing but it is already gone into your muscle memory. It has not yet gone into your biomemory. Just little more ferocious understanding and little more ferocious oneness. That's all. See, don't try to force. Force is different. Completion is different. Find what kind of a thought current is disturbing your oneness continuously and complete them. Then the intensity of the oneness will increase. For example, constantly if your mind is stuck in some insecurity while you are doing the power manifestation, hitting the thought is not a solution. Find what is the pattern that is sending these thought currents into me, like a water bubbles in the fish tank. Catching each water bubble and collapsing is not going to work. Stop the source, which is releasing the water bubbles. That pattern. Catch it and complete. Drop. You will see suddenly the intensity of the oneness increases.
Okay, Swamiji, if that's the case, how come the coconut rolling alone happens?
That's what. Sometimes few powers manifest.
Okay.
That does not mean the whole space has become clear.
Nityanandam Swamiji. Yeah, I didn't think I'd ever see you again, so it's kind of cool to see you. It took about 2.5 years to get back to you, so I'm grateful, so thank you. A few things. One, thank you so much for the Oshidas. They are awesome. They are so awesome. Continue.
I'll let you guys see me also, see while I'm making Aushadha, how I make Aushadha. Now why don't you have tomorrow, day after tomorrow and all, we can have a 2-3 Aushadha process. They can see how I make. Only few people, I took them to temple one day when I was making this Trayaksha Aushadha. Just few people came, they got to see it.
Thank you.
You can see how I'm making.
Continuing what you're saying, I'm a hairstylist. So what am I exchanging with my clients?
One good thing, by the end of this program, you will be established permanently into the higher consciousness. And every day before morning going for your work, apply a little bit of Vibhuti or Aushadha in your hand, so that you only give higher energy, you don't receive lower energy.
Thank you.
It will be like a protection.
Thank you.
Or where you work, in your workstation, keep a mandala. That's all. That will
Thank
take
you.
care.
Great, because I'm a mess after work. Another question I have is, since our space is expanding, when we go back home, does our responsibility also expand?
Naturally, because everyone around you will start feeling you have become big. And you can start inspiring them or perspiring them. If you don't inspire them, you are going to perspire them. So better start inspiring them. That's your responsibility.
Okay. I want to say something else. When I last saw you in Phuket, my life went crazy. I was in huge denial of who you were, and I suffered tremendously. And every day, something was just like plucked and plucked and plucked away from me, and it was excruciating. And I thought I needed to fight for it. And then one day, you were in my head, and I was praying to you. I was crying. It was a sight. And I was crying. I said, Swamiji, just tell me something. And your voice came in my head. You were like, I take care of you. And then I was like, no, tell me something else, because I was in denial, yeah? And living room. We're in the living room together, this is what's happening. And then I said, no, tell me something else. And you kept coming in my head. And then when I was on the way to the salon, what got me here was your voice said, leave everything that you've created and come. And that's what I did. And I'm so happy. So thank you.
That's all.